Guys, welcome to this new playlist on time series analysis with R and Python. I am going to show you how you can do time series analysis on coronavirus data that is occurring in India. So I have basically taken out this data in an Excel format from the day of 25th March 2020, and we have fields like total cases, new cases, active, recovered and death. The last date of data that I have in this file is 9 September 2020, and we have all the fields for that, no null values. Basically what we are going to do in this video is that we will be predicting the number of deaths that will occur after 3 months of the last available data using the famous Facebook's FB Prophet library in Python. So just follow along. So firstly you will need to install FB Prophet in your systems. So for that you need to just write all these commands in your Anaconda prompt, but you should note that your Anaconda prompt should have the administrator right. So just open your Anaconda prompt, right click and run as administrator, and once you are in your Anaconda prompt, just type all these commands. So firstly we will be needing this tool chain for installing PyStan, and then just press Y and enter. So some libraries will be installed. After that you just open a Python shell and check for this library, that is distutils.files, and if this file is existing you can exit the Python shell, and after that you need to just type this commands, that is conda install numpy, Cython, matplotlib, scipy, pandas for your FB Prophet. Most importantly you need this PyStan library before you install FB Prophet. So install these three commands. Once this is done, you can just check whether FB Prophet is installed or not properly using the Python shell. Just import FB Prophet. If you get no kind of no error, so that means FB Prophet has been installed properly. Now let's go to the code and do the time series analysis. So here we are into the code, and the first two lines that I have written are for packet deprecation warnings that we will be getting while running the code. So let's run this. Now let's check for the FB Prophet library version that is installed in our system. So I have the Prophet 0.6 version. After that we will be needing some basic dependencies for working on our Excel file. So we import numpy, pandas, matplotlib and datetime, and we give some alias name. So let's run it. Now I have declared a path where my Excel file is located, and then we use the pandas read Excel method to read the Excel file. Then we store it in this df object. So let's check for all the column names of my file. So we have date, total cases, new cases, active, recovered and deaths. So let's check for the last three records of our data frame. Here you can clearly see that the last record on which we have the data is of 2029 September, and besides that we don't have any data. So we have limited amount of data, hence because coronavirus actually started in March, and we have data up till this point. For the sake of this video we are going to perform time series analysis only on these two fields, that is date and the number of deaths that will be occurring after next 3 months because of coronavirus if no vaccine is found, and if the cases go on increasing in the same order which they are increasing up till now. Let's create a separate data frame which only has date and deaths. So now we have a separate data frame which only have date and deaths. So let's plot this time series. You can see that the number of deaths are going on increasing exponentially, which is a worrying trend. The next step is to prepare your columns of your univariate time series analysis and give them names as DS and Y. That is the required names which we need to fit for any univariate time series analysis in FB Prophet. So we change the column names of our data frame as DS and Y. DS is also changed to using the pandas to date time. We are casting this to date time as DS so that it is in a proper date time format. This is done. The next step is pretty simple. From FB Prophet you need to import the Prophet class, and then you need to create an instance model from the Prophet class, and you need to fit your univariate data. So here we are fitting the data. In the warnings you can see disabling year seasonality and disabling daily seasonality. So this is because we don't have our data is limited, so therefore seasonality is not captured in our model. So we get this kind of warning, but that is fine. So now next is the number of prediction, the number of days of prediction that we want. So I have declared that I want the prediction for the number of deaths that will be occurring for the next 90 days from the data up till which from the point of data up till which we have the data actually. So we want the next 3 months of that prediction. So I have declared here 90 for 3 months, and then initialized an object called as future, and on the model we are making a future data frame for the number of dates that we want. So when you run this cell, you will see that we get a new DS with all the dates that we want the prediction for the next 20 days. So if you see the last record of the date that we had here was up till 9 September 2020. Now upon running this make future data frame method on your model, we get the dates up till 259 records. So that is for the next 3 months. This is an optional step. If you want, you can even skip it, but it's better that you reset all the index of all the data frames that we have in your system, and also you drop any missing values if you have. So let's run it. So the final step now is to forecast your model using the future data frame. So on the model we call the predict method and we pass the future data frame with the future dates. So on this forecast.tail, you can see that we get all the components that are essential for any time series analysis prediction. So we get the trend, we get the output lower band, we get the output upper band, we get the trend lower band, trend upper band, additive terms, because it is an additive time series model. So we are getting all the additive terms, the lower and the upper additive terms, the weekly part of your data, weekly lower, weekly upper, multiplicative term, multiplicative lower, multiplicative upper. So these are basically all the components that are required for any time series prediction. So now the next part is to plot the components, and then finally we will plot the prediction. So using FB Prophet, we can directly plot this using the plot components method on your forecast. So let's run it. So here you can see that we get all the components of your time series. So this is the trend, and up till this point we had the data. So this is just like a single line graph, and after that we are predicting it. So we get a upper and lower band for prediction. So this was the trend part, and then we have some weekly predictions. So it is showing that based on our data we get the minimum number of deaths on Mondays. So the reason may vary, that may be because of some lower testing on Monday, or maybe due to some data entry errors. Based on our data, it shows that Monday is the least number of deaths occurring. So let's plot the forecast for the number of deaths that will be occurring due to coronavirus in the next 3 months. So this is our forecast graph that we have got. So this black line actually shows the data that we already have, and this blue line is the forecast of number of deaths that will be occurring. So when we started, so it was around something 10 deaths per day, but as you go on increasing, the number of deaths went on adding, and the prediction up till this point looks pretty high. It looks somewhere in 1.5 lakhs or something. So we will see one more interactive graph so that your prediction graph looks meaningful to you. So what we do is that from the Plotly library we can basically plot interactive plots. So we are importing some Plotly dependencies like the graph object as Go, then offline for saving the file as Py, and then we initialize the notebook mode using the same offline module, and then we initialize it so that we get the graph inside our Jupyter notebooks. We just plot all the components that we have got from the data frame that we have. So we first plot the trace using the go scatter method, and we pass in the attributes that are essential. Pass the color so that the trace is like identifiable to us. So let's run it. Then we also go for trace 1. We go for the upper band. We go for the lower band. We go for the trace X, and then finally we capture this in this data object and all these things are captured in this list. And the layout contains details about the graph that we want. So we have title like death prediction due to COVID-19 using FB Prophet library. On the axis, then some axis details we have, and also some other parameters. So let's run this thing. Now this plt.save figure will actually save the prediction in the form of a PNG file. So when you run it, so it will show that it is a figure size of this much. So now if you go and check the same directory, you will get a PNG file here. And if you want to see the plot that we have plotted, so this is our interactive plot. So when you hover your mouse over it, so you will get interactively details. As I had shown you earlier that when our data started, so we had like something like 10 deaths per day, and as you go on further on the based on the dates, so if you see here, up till the data that we had actually 75,000 deaths occurred due to COVID-19. And for the next prediction, the spread of the disease is constant, so we are going to get around 160k deaths after the next 3 months. So you can check it on this interactive plot. So this trend and this forecast actually is very worrying. So I will suggest you all guys that you please be safe and please follow the government guidelines. Besides that, you get this all this legend part, that is the details about the plot that you have, and also you have this file in the form of a PNG format. So I hope that all the things that I have shown you in this video are clear to you. From installing the FB Prophet library, that is the Facebook's library that they had their data science team had actually made to forecast sales and all for the internal use, but basically it was open source for other public. You can go for many kinds of model using the FB Prophet, and it is very good. You should also check out for the documentation of FB Prophet to learn about more time series models that can be plot using FB Prophet. If you have any doubts regarding any of the concept that I have shown in this video, any of the part of the code or any kind of stuff using the or any kind of problem that you face in the plots, feel free to write in the comment section. I will definitely try to reply to them. Till then, if you like my work, please do hit the like, share and subscribe button.